Fáilte Rómh go léir, chuig ollscoil na hÉireann Gaillimh agus chuin cógáil sa physic, agrathe again student physica, I deagbhá leis an ollscoil. So I didn't say 100,000 welcomes, I just said welcome. So welcome everybody to this Frontiers of Physics. So this is the 15th, I'm told the 15th Institute of Physics in Ireland's Teacher Conference, held for the second time in Galway. I won't keep you long. I'll give you a brief introduction to Galway maybe, and then to physics in Galway, because Mark hasn't done it. So I think we need to do this because you're here in Galway and we have a strong history and tradition of physics, or natural philosophy as it was called when it was first introduced as a topic back in 1845, actually 1848, at the foundation of our Queen's College Galway, which is now NUIG, National University of Ireland Galway. Interestingly, back then, of the 11 founding professors, maybe the importance of physics might best be illustrated by the pay rates for the professors. So back in 1845, the highest rate of £250 attached to the 6 professorships of Greek, Latin, history, actually history and English literature, logic and metaphysics, mathematics, and natural philosophy. And the lowest rate of £100 was for the 5 professorships of Irish language, medicine, surgery, materia medica, and midwifery. I won't do the comparison of 2015, but I think it's instructive to see 2.5 times the salary, the physicist, 2.5 times the salary of a surgeon back 170 years ago. Despite its modest beginnings, so back 170 years ago, the university always attracted leading scholars, particularly in the area of physics. So we have along our concourse 2 theatres named after eminent physicists who spent some time in Galway, one of which was Sir Joseph Larmor, who went on after teaching physics here, mostly teaching physics here, to become the Lucasian Professor of Mathematics in Cambridge. Apologies to Frank, who's our Oxford representative here. We have a good Cambridge connection in history. Also, we had a noted physicist and astronomer, so Alexander Anderson, so our theatre next door is named after Anderson, who graduated with an MA in 1881 from here and went on to further studies again in Cambridge, but this time returned to Galway in 1885, where he succeeded Larmor. Anderson, you probably know better than I, he's widely credited as the first person to suggest the existence of black holes, so I'm told. More recently, we have excellent contributions at the frontiers of physics research from academics or our contemporaries. I won't name them and embarrass them, because some of them are here in front of you, or will be in front of you later on today. The research cuts across research themes in physics, so it's a really broad subject. Themes centred on photonics and imaging, atmospheric and environmental physics, and astronomy and astrophysics. These themes contribute to your current research, our current research-led teaching in the Institute of Physics accredited undergraduate degree in physics. So it has options in applied physics, astrophysics, biomedical, and theoretical physics. This degree was launched 3 years ago. For those mentoring Leaving Cert students, it's code GY320 in the CAO offerings. There's my plug. And our open days are in October and April, so October 2nd and 3rd, if you want some of your students to come along to discuss in more detail with our physicists the GY320 offering. The School of Physics also contributes by leading interdisciplinary undergraduate and postgraduate programs in health and safety and in medical physics, providing trained graduates for employment in health and safety and in hospital radiation physicist roles. The school has also recently launched what's called a structured master's program, so elements of thought but a mainly research-led master's program in key enabling technologies, so technologies such as photonics, nanotechnologies, and advanced materials, for example. So again, each of these themes are addressed today during the workshops, the practicals, demonstrations, and the research-led talks. So with that introduction, I want to thank you for coming, but in particular I want to thank all who've contributed to the organisation, to bringing this to NUI Galway. So I want to thank in particular Paul Nugent, who you just saw at the first speaker this morning, so he introduced himself, from the Institute of Physics, and I want to thank Mark Lang and his team who helped bring this event here, and I hope will contribute to its smooth running throughout the day. So in order to keep it running smoothly, I'll stop talking so we keep on time. You are going to hear some talks from local physicists, from the School of Physics and from the School of Education, and then we have our eminent keynote speaker, Professor Frank Close from Oxford University, followed by activities this afternoon. So, Bhain Tainmh, Agus, Olas, Asan Law. So for those who don't speak our first language, that means extract, enjoyment, and information from the day. Gura Mila Mahagav.